Hey there, thanks for interest in my program. I apologize about the quality of the video. I am hoping in the next 12 weeks to have this all redone and have professional quality created, but hopefully you can put up with me through my iPhone. I hope that you had a chance to read through the introductory letter that I sent. If not, I would recommend you do that. It will explain a lot of what I'm about to say, and some of it might not make sense. So please, if you have not read the letter, please go back and read that, and then you can pick up on this video. But for those of you who have, I just want to take a few minutes and go into a couple more details about the program itself. All of my workouts are done in circuit fashion, which means I assign a certain amount of exercises. Let's say it's just 5, and I'll assign that for 5 rounds. So that means let's say I have push-ups, squats, pull-ups, sit-ups, and lunges. And those are your 5 exercises. And you have a minute to do each. I will assign that for 5 rounds, which means you have 5 exercises for 5 minutes each for 5 rounds, which means it's a 25-minute workout. The reason I do that is because that model is, I think, superior to all the other models. That is how I got my best results, and that's what I want to give to you too. It's the best way to burn fat, which is, again, it goes hand in hand with having great cardio, which I really stress in my program. But on top of that, for many of us, it's very important that our programs are time sensitive, that we know when you start the workout how long this will take. And in each of my workouts, I say at the very beginning it's 25 minutes. And that means it's exactly 25 minutes because of the circuit fashion that we do. So that's a little bit about the fitness and how I do my workouts. There's a couple other aspects of the program, though, that I would like to cover with you guys. And I think they're really exciting, and they're going to give you, I think, the best results. One of those is my bi-weekly reports. Every exercise that I assign, I will keep track of in your personal file. But not only that, I will keep track of all the repetitions that you do. I apologize, my dogs are out there barking. So that means I will keep track of your personal best records. So let's say your best record for push-ups is 40. I will keep track of that, and then when I assign a challenge for you to beat your personal best, if it's, let's say, 43, I then record that. That will go on your bi-weekly report saying that this is something that you accomplished in the last 2 weeks. But not only that, I will keep track of all the repetitions that you have done throughout my entire program, whether that's miles ran, miles swam, how many miles you've biked. It could be push-ups, pull-ups. It's going to be in every single category. Every repetition you do, I will have recorded. So you will know when you hit your 10,000th push-up in my program. You will know when you ran your 100th mile. And a lot of those I will love to celebrate with you, and I have some fun ideas for those. On top of that, I have something called challenges. Every Saturday, I assign a challenge, and that means you will have a chance to beat a personal record of yours. But not only that, these challenges, you'll be able to see where you, if you're super competitive, you get to see where you line up against everybody else in the program. And if you don't want to be that competitive and you'd like to hide your scores, that's completely okay. I will do that. But some people want to see like who's the best at this certain challenge. It could be running a mile. You'll have a chance to really climb the leaderboard, if you will. Another thing I have is called competitions. This is an interesting aspect, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how this goes. What I do is I go throughout the program and I divide everybody into certain teams. It could be 2 large teams. It could be teams of 2, which means there's tons of different teams in the entire program, everybody who has signed up for my program. And there will be a competition for, let's just say, who can run the most miles in 2 weeks, or who can swim the most this month, or who can do the most push-ups in 2 days, right? I'm going to keep it varied, and they're going to come as surprises. And hopefully it's just an extra motivation to get out and be active and work out. Lastly, I do something called live workouts. And you'll be able to see this every Monday of the week, which means every Monday you'll get an alert showing how many days or which days I will be doing a live workout. So you'll get a notification through your app. You can click it and you'll be able to join me via live workout right through the app. I'm still working out a couple issues with that, but hopefully this next week I will have those all figured out, and I will be going over that in more detail coming up. So as you begin your questionnaire, I just want to go over a couple of things about that, just in case you have any questions. One of those is I ask about the equipment you use. Again, how I described it in my introductory letter, I try to make these programs as accessible to everybody, or as accessible as I can to everybody. But that being said, if you want to get better progress and progress faster, having equipment is always great to have. So I will be recommending to you when we talk one-on-one some certain gym equipment that I would get. But as of right now, please just take the time to list any gym equipment that you might have. It could be dumbbells, kettlebells, could just be a bench. Really list anything and everything that you have. Secondly, I ask about social media. I would just love to connect with you via social media. I'm going to be a little bit more active in promoting what I'm doing, and I guess just being healthy all around. So I would just love to connect with you and encourage you via that. So I would appreciate it if you could let me know which platforms you're on. Another question I ask is your weight. Just as a heads up, I will be the only one seeing that. But another thing I want to add too is I would recommend taking your weight first thing in the morning. The reason for that is because you'll have a much more accurate representation of your weight when you do it at a set time every day. And waking up in the morning, I feel, is the best time. It's the easiest, and it's probably going to be the best and most accurate way to catch where you're at with your weight. Another question I ask is about your diet. Now, I have to take a moment and say this. I cannot, and I will not, prescribe any diets for you to follow. That has to be done by a certified dietitian, and I am not one of those, and I will not pretend to be one of those. But that being said, I am more than happy to make suggestions about diet. I do know more, I would say, than average. I did have to study a little bit, and my wife Hannah is currently being certified as or in nutrition. So she won't be a dietitian, but she will definitely know much more than 95% of the population. So I look forward to really helping you out in that aspect. And I will go over in more detail things to do with your diet. But that being said, I cannot prescribe diets, but I can encourage you in your diet and make some really healthy recommendations. Lastly, section 4, you can ignore besides the first 2 questions. And those are a couple assessments. Please look at the video that I have attached to those assessments, and all I'm asking is for you to record those videos and to send them back to me. You can email those to me, you can text me, send them through the app, whichever works best for you. But I just want to make sure that when we start this program that I know if you're tight in some areas, what areas we need to strengthen, because last thing I want to do is for you to get in this program and hurt yourself and then not get the results that we want for you. So please take a moment and do those assessments. It'll be the only time I ask you to record yourself and send something back to me. Lastly, the conversation I hate having the most is about the cost and payment of the program. The entire program for 12 weeks will cost $120 out the door with all things covered. That will be your $20 initiation fee, which I will be able to send you something via the mail and set you up with the app. And for the rest of the $100 for the 12-week programs, I'm very flexible on whatever payment plan works best for you. We're in tough times right now. Coronavirus is around. I understand people are struggling. I want to make sure people are being fit, though, because I care about your health more than your wealth right now. So if you can't pay it this minute, that's okay. That's okay. If you can just cover the $20, and I'll make sure that I get you through the 12-week program. So just want to give you a heads up on that. You will be able to pay through the app. As of right now, though, it is not up. It will be up this week. So just hold on to the $20 and we will be setting that up for you very quickly. And that is about it. I hope you enjoy the program. Please, again, take your time on the questionnaire because it helps me understand you much better, and we can get the results that you need and want. So let's do it.